I am Dr. Harikiran from MS Ramaya Medical College and Hospitals, Bangalore. Today in this video, I want to discuss about the basics of diabetes. So what is diabetes mellitus? It is a chronic progressive condition that is characterized by high blood glucose levels. So where do the glucose come from? So there are two sources. The first source is from the food we eat, and the second source is the liver. And why does the liver produce glucose, you ask? So between the meals, the blood glucose may go down. So during that time, liver compensates by producing the blood glucose. And unlike other tissues, our brain can only use glucose for energy. So it's very important that liver produces a steady state of glucose all the time. So how does insulin come into the regulation of blood glucose levels? So insulin is produced by cells called beta cells, which reside in the pancreas, which is a gland located behind the stomach. So what insulin does is it shifts the blood glucose from the blood into the tissues for utilization to produce energy. So what happens exactly in diabetes? So diabetes, there are many types of diabetes, but broadly the cause for such condition is due to a deficiency of insulin itself, or an impairment in the action of insulin. The insulin levels may be normal or high even in some individuals, but when they reach the tissues, they may not act adequately. So that's why the blood glucose levels increase. So broadly, there are three types of there are many types of diabetes, but the most prevalent ones, there are three types. They are type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and gestational diabetes. So what is type 1 diabetes? This type of diabetes can occur at any age, but most commonly seen in children and adolescents. Here there is destruction of the beta cells in the pancreas, which produce insulin, as I mentioned earlier, by antibodies produced by the patient's very own body. This process is called autoimmunity. So what happens is the patient loses almost 90 to 95% of all the beta cells in their pancreas, and there will be very little to no production of insulin left. So that's where the blood glucose levels increase. So for these individuals, the treatment is lifelong multiple daily injections of insulin. And lately, technology has provided something called insulin pumps, which overcomes the problem of pricking the patient every day multiple times. So whatever the form is, these patients require some form of insulin every day for optimal blood glucose control. Coming to the next type of diabetes, which is type 2 diabetes. So this is the most common form of diabetes all over the world. It accounts for more than 90% of all the diabetes cases. It is usually seen in adults, but nowadays it's even seen in children and adolescents because of increase in the cases of obesity in children also. So what happens in type 2 diabetes? So this is a state of relative insulin deficiency. That is, it occurs as a combination of deficiency of insulin secretion and defect in the action of insulin. The deficiency of insulin secretion may not be as severe as seen in type 1 diabetes, but still it may occur to a certain level. So when there is deficiency in the production of insulin and impairment in the action of insulin, it leads to a state of relative insulin deficiency, and hence that blood glucose levels increase. So what are the risk factors for such kind of diabetes? Obesity, being overweight, strong family history of diabetes, high blood pressure, physical inactivity like sedentary lifestyle, unhealthy eating, all these can contribute to the occurrence of type 2 diabetes. So the cornerstone of treatment for type 2 diabetes is lifestyle modifications in the form of physical activity and healthy eating. So this is the cornerstone. this is what you should begin the patients on. Get them to move around more and get them to eat healthy. On top of that, additional control can be achieved with the use of oral anti-diabetic drugs. And but in the long term, maybe after 15-20 years, the patient may start to require insulin, because the beta cells within the pancreas, they slowly undergo apoptosis, a type of cell death. So yeah. And the last type of diabetes, that is gestational diabetes. So this third type of diabetes is it is the kind of diabetes that gets diagnosed for the first time during pregnancy. So pregnancy is a state of insulin resistance, that is impaired insulin action. So it's a natural mechanism that develops within the mother to divert the nutrients to the developing fetus. Instead of delivering the nutrients to the cells of the mother, it's an effective mechanism to divert the nutrients for the developing fetus, for the growing child. But in some individuals, this may not be compensated by increase in insulin production, and women who are at risk for developing this kind of diabetes, the usual risk factors that I mentioned for type 2 diabetes, like obesity, strong family history of diabetes, previous history of gestational diabetes, all these can lead to recurrence or new onset of gestational diabetes in the pregnancy. So these mothers are ideally managed with insulin. The blood glucose levels should be optimally maintained. Otherwise, serious consequences can occur both in the terms of maternal health, that is mother's health, and the child's health, because these mothers, if not adequately controlled, they may have complications during labor with childbirth, and the baby may become overweight and big. It's essentially called a big baby, so that it will be difficult to deliver such babies. And also, these women and the children born to them, they are at very high risk of developing frank overt diabetes in the future. Like, if these mothers after delivery, they may become, their blood glucose levels may become normal. However, without treatment. However, if they continue to live with the same kind of lifestyle, they will eventually develop diabetes. Like up to 60 to 70% of these mothers may develop diabetes if they don't start making changes in their lifestyle. So these are the basics of diabetes. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Good day.